All right, let's jump straight in because the last few weeks in AI have been, well, a total whirlwind. We've seen this rapid fire series of announcements from all the big tech players. And make no mistake, each one is a huge shot fired in this new AI arms race, signaling some pretty big shifts in how we're all going to create, code, and even search. So it all boils down to this one question, right? Who's actually winning this thing? In a race that's moving this fast, is it about having the biggest model, the smartest way to integrate it, or maybe the most open platform? Well, guess what? In a pretty stunning back-to-back series of releases, the tech giants just gave us their answers. They've put their cards on the table, and trust me, they are not holding anything back. And here's where it gets really interesting. They aren't just one-upping each other with a slightly better version of the same idea. Nope. They're making massive bets on completely different visions for the future of AI. So let's break down what those bets are and, what it all means for us. Okay, first up, the battle for image generation. This is where we see this classic showdown of strategies. Do you build the absolute best, most high-fidelity tool for creators? Or do you make AI so seamless, so integrated that you use it without even noticing? So here's the deal. On one side, you've got Microsoft jumping in with this brand new, super powerful model called MAI-1. They're aiming squarely at creators who want those authentic, photorealistic images. It's a specialized tool for people who need to iterate and create fast. Then, on the other side, you have Google. They're taking their really solid Nano model and just weaving it right into Google search. Their goal isn't a new app for artists. It's to make creating an image an effortless, everyday thing. And this really shows you how these two different approaches are going to show up in your life. Microsoft's play? Well, MAI-1 could soon be the creative tool that's just there, baked right into Windows, right into Office, ready to go. Google's move, on the other hand, means you'll be able to create and edit an image without ever leaving the search page. It's designed to feel less like a new tool you have to learn and more like a quiet, powerful upgrade to something you use all the time. But while Microsoft and Google are fighting over user experience, a totally different kind of player just crashed the party, and they're coming from China. Ant Group, the fintech giant, just dropped an absolute monster of a model. I mean, just look at that number. 1 trillion parameters. To put that into perspective, that's more than 5 times the size of some of the biggest models out there right now. This new model, Ling, is playing on a completely different scale. This is not just an update, it's a huge statement. Now, it's not just about being big. What's fascinating is how Ant Group itself talks about this thing. They're positioning Ling as a master of complex reasoning, math, and code. It's built to be a logical powerhouse. And you know what? The numbers actually back it up. This isn't just hype. On some serious math and coding tests, Ling is right up there with Google's best, Gemini 2.5 Pro. And it's reportedly beating other major players. So yeah, it's a world-class performer right out of the gate. But this is the real bombshell. At a time when Western companies like OpenAI are closing up their models, making them more proprietary, Ant Group did the opposite. They released this trillion-parameter giant as open source. That is a direct challenge to the entire industry. It's a huge bet that an open, collaborative community can out-innovate any one company working behind closed doors. All right, for our final act, let's look at what Google is doing. And this one is a bit more subtle because they're quietly revolutionizing a piece of tech we use every single day: voice search. This isn't about adding a new button. It's about changing how the system understands you at a fundamental level. So to get this, we have to talk about something called an embedding. Think of it like this. Instead of your phone turning your voice into text, the system turns it into a mathematical signature of your meaning. It's not about the words, it's about capturing your intent. And this right here shows you the revolution. See, the old way was kind of clunky. Your voice had to be turned into text, and then that text was searched. That middle step, the transcription, is where things could go wrong. You say flights to Nice, it hears flights to nice, and suddenly you get the wrong results. The new way, which they're calling speech-to-retrieval or S2R, just skips that step entirely. Your voice goes directly to a meaning embedding, which is then matched to what you're looking for. So what's the big deal? Well, this is a total game changer for accuracy. For years, making voice search better meant making transcription better. But Google realized even a perfect transcript doesn't always get you what you want. By focusing on intent, on what you mean, S2R just blows past that old limit, especially for tricky questions or in noisy places. It understands what you want, not just what you said. So let's step back for a second. After this incredible flurry of announcements, what have we really learned? Well, we've seen 3 tech giants make 3 very different, very bold bets on how AI is going to shape our future. So let's just lay them out one more time. You've got Microsoft betting that what you really want is a better, more powerful, specialized tool. Then there's Google betting on a future of ambient AI, just weaving it into everything you already use so it feels like magic. And finally, you have Ant Group, making this radical bet that giving the power away, going open source, will create a global community that can out-innovate everyone else. 3 different paths, 3 visions for what's next. And it all leaves us with one last, really important question. As this new AI arms race heats up and these giants fight it out, who is the ultimate winner? Is it the companies building these incredible new technologies? Or is it us, the people who actually get to use them? That's the real question, isn't it?